Hello, my fellow football fanatics, and a special shout out to my fellow Red Devils. Long suffering fans we are ever since Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary manager, retired. And of course, we have never been able to recapture that glory. Although we did come close with Jose Mourinho, who we faced last night because he is now coaching Fenerbahce in the Turkish league. And Fenerbahce did manage to get a point against us, but they could have gotten 3 points against us. That's right, Manchester United just keep on scoring first and then letting that lead slip, which is borne out by this fact. Manchester United have won just one of their last 8 games in Europe when scoring first, drawing 5 and losing 2, drawing each of their last 4 games when going 1-0 up. Now that just tells you the mentality of the players, because they are content to score one and then soak in the pressure which lets the other team behind the defense. And I must say that the goal that got Fenerbahce the equalizer could have been avoided, because Lindelof and the other defender, they just crossed each other, and who is this? Nesiri. Okay, Saudi Pro League player type name. He just gets his head ahead of both defenders and taps it downwards. How much can you expect Onana to save? Because he did pull off a very stunning double save in the first half, but as soon as the second half started, Fenerbahce were back in it. And I hate how we just keep passing backwards and have absolutely no intent in movement of the ball. All right, so once you give a pass, all right, I understand that on the lines people make runs to expect the pass with a 1-2, but in the midfield everybody is throwing their hands like this and looking for options here and there, telepathing their intent, that okay, I'm going to pass there. And even when we don't have the ball, we put some pressure on a player. As soon as he passes the ball to someone else, the player just stops running and looks at the ball. Is this school football going on over here? Are you supposed to be reminded again and again that you have to keep track of your mark? You have to make sure that nobody in the opposite team is getting a free run, because that's all they do. One guy passes to his teammate and runs ahead, and the Manchester United player who was supposed to keep pressure on that guy, he's just watching the ball going that way, and then when it goes back to the guy he was supposed to be putting pressure on, then he's running behind him. So very frustrating to watch. This is not at all Manchester United. I don't know what Erik Ten Hag's bald head has got going inside him. And Bruno, of course, was red carded in the previous game, so he couldn't play. And he is one person like Garnacho who gives it their all on the pitch. And I'm liking how De Ligt and Ugarte and Mazrui to a certain extent, but in the second half again he was called back into his left back defensive position instead of being up in the midfield. And I think that mentality of passing backwards is just eating into Manchester United's hopes of doing anything towards silverware, because we are nowhere near winning anything at this rate. And leave winning alone, we'll just going from bad to worse, even when I keep saying that now there's no where to go but up. So even when you hit rock bottom, I mean, what do you expect? To get in the relegation zone of the Premier League? Because Europa League, fine, maybe we'll win 3 or 4 matches and make it into the next round. But that in itself is nowhere near what Manchester United should be. And it's just very, very hard to see Manchester United play like this. Okay, but the past is history, the future is a mystery. So yesterday we did not just face Jose Mourinho as our former manager, we also faced Fred and Amrabat, who played quite well for Fenerbahce, I must say. And Edin Dzeko was on the pitch for the latter last minutes of the game. So that's some nice, you know, memories, because that guy is a good player, I think, and he's approaching the end of his career. But unlike Ronaldo, who, let's see what he did. I think he was playing a game yesterday with against whom was oh, that's today. Okay, against Al Kholoud. Okay, so I don't care, but leave that aside. I just want to say that Manchester United, come on, come on, please play to your potential and have some pride in playing for the biggest football club in the world, at least what used to be the biggest football club in the world. And I feel so sad. I kind of empathize with people like Stephen Fry, the QI guy, who has been supporting Norwich City his entire life. But even small clubs can make such big strides. Check out Wrexham. Ever since being taken over by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, they have just secured back-to-back promotions, and even now they are sitting third or second in the Football League One. Let me check the latest. Yep, second in Football League One, although they have played one game extra, but that doesn't matter. The thing is, they are doing so well because they have that intent of securing titles and gaining promotion, and Manchester United unfortunately are just lacking that drive. So I guess all I have to say at the end of this rant is, come on, you Red Devils, show what you're made of. You're such good players with good potential. Apply some of that on the pitch when you are in matches, and let's see on Sunday what happens, because we've got no, I won't say. See, these days every competition, every match, every game seems like a tough game because we are playing so badly, and it's West Ham. So West Ham, of course, are below us in the table right now, but just 3 points away from a win and getting in the same position as us. Very disappointing. And what can I say? Nothing much, except check out my other Manchester United videos, space exploration videos, show reviews, movie reviews, MCU reviews. Agatha All Along is dropping every week, and I am trying to keep up with the reviews. And at the same time, I've got my raps and rhymes going, and Advitya, my little baby daughter, is growing up fast and furious. So all these things are coming together nicely, and Diwali, which is the brightest festival in India, if not the biggest, is just coming up around the corner, and my significant other's birthday is tomorrow, so we'll be going out to a cafe for that, and maybe I will in fact post a review of that as well. So alright, thank you so much for tuning into my vlog. I am Akshat, as you can see, from India, and if you haven't seen my other videos, check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. In the northern hemisphere, winter is coming. In the southern hemisphere, summer is coming, and the Indian cricket team is losing to the southern hemisphere's New Zealand.